What's up, guys? It's your boy Jalen here on another episode of Elevated Minds. Today's episode is going to be called The Dangers of Toxic Self-Reliance. All right? This is your first time on the channel. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on all my socials. All that stuff's going to be down below in the description box. Let's go ahead and dive into this video. So, what do I mean by that when I say toxic self-reliance? So, self-reliance is something that there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a really good trait to have. Being self-reliant means that you're able to handle any type of thing on your own. You know, any type of obstacle that comes to you, you know how to handle it. You don't have to go seek external help. You know how to deal with things. You know how to take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. You know how to do these things. You can rely on yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. And for the longest time, you know, I feel like I was more on the codependent side when I was a little bit younger, and I became a lot more dependent later on. And I realized, you know, I used to depend on people way too many times, like for things that I shouldn't even be dependent on someone for. And when I started to learn about that, I realized, hey, I got to start, you know, relying on myself for these things. I can't depend on someone else to, you know, handle these things for me. So I started to do that, become way more independent and self-reliant. But also you have to remember, you can't be too far on the self-reliant side, too dependent or independent. When you're too independent, you think you don't need people, you know, and that's when you totally go monk mode, and you just, you know, some people will cut others off. Some people just believe that they just move on their own, like do business moves on their own, any type of elevation. They feel like they don't need anyone else. That's how some people are. But being self-reliant doesn't mean that you don't need other people. It just means that you know how to take care of yourself. You know how to handle things on your own. But you also have to know when to accept help. A lot of people don't know how to accept help when they really need it. You know, you don't need help all the time. Obviously, if there's someone that's asking for help for all the little tiny things that you don't really need help for, that's when it's a problem. But if you can, you know, handle your business and do what you need to do, but you still need help sometimes, every now and then you need help, it's okay to have a support system. And that's one of the main things here on this episode, is you don't have to be so self-reliant. Being too self-reliant and expecting yourself to deal with a lot of things in life is hard. You know what I'm saying? Life is already hard as it is by yourself. So imagine you try to go through life and you got difficult things, you know, disasters happening, maybe illness, it could be anything, and you don't have anyone else to help you. You understand how hard life is going to be? You can't expect to go all through life without having some type of something happening. You know, life has its ups and downs. That's part of it. And so if you can't expect to be 100% healthy all the time, you can't expect to never run into hardship. You can't expect to always have money in your bank account. You can't expect to always be able to just get over every hurdle without someone else being able to lend a hand. Sometimes we all need help, and it's okay. Like, you know, it's a trauma response to actually be too independent. You know, someone feels like, you know, it usually is people that maybe as a child they felt let down. Maybe there's a parent that wasn't there for them or didn't give them enough praise, or maybe, you know, they just were off to fend for themselves at such a young age, which you carry into your adult life thinking, hey, you know, I made it as a kid by myself. I didn't have anyone, and now I need to figure out how to do this, or I'm just going to do this. This is how life is going to be. I'm on my own. I got to figure this out. I got to do this, and that's how it's going to be. I don't need anyone. And for a while that works, but you kind of go into like this monk mode, and you know, where you don't feel like you need people. You don't go out. You don't socialize. We are social creatures. Us as human beings, we're social creatures. We need to be around others. We need love. We need touch. We need all these things that a lot of people say that you don't need, and it's false. And so what we have to remember is self-reliance is not a bad thing, but it becomes toxic when you feel like you just don't need anyone. You cut everyone in the world off because you feel like being connected with humans, other people, is a weakness, and that's not true. It's actually strength to have, you know, support. Imagine you go through something traumatic like a car accident, or you know, some type of a brain tumor, a heart problem, something, you survive it. but you have no one to call on to help you to get things, or you have no one to help you to pay bills, or no one to help you to just have someone to talk to. Do you understand how big of a difference just having someone to talk to for, a vent, whether it's venting or just to come to someone when you have a big issue that you can't, tell the world about. You don't want everyone to know your business, but you just want to be able to share something with someone to get it off your chest. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's actually, I recommend that you have a support group. Some people, you got to have some people that you can talk to share things with, vent to. You have, someone that can give you, pour into you, give you good advice, and vice versa. It's not just take. You need to be able to give as well. As humans, we need to be able to give value. But when it comes to being self-reliant, it's okay. Like I said, it's actually I believe it's mandatory to go through life having a support group. I have a support system. I have people I can go to if my car breaks down. I have people I can go to if I don't have a place to stay. I have people I can go to if I just need someone to talk to. I have people I can go to as far as family, people that can show me love, people that can show me, give me encouragement. I have a support system, and it makes all the difference in life. And I really recommend that every single person watching this get you a support group. You don't have to be self-reliant. That's toxic. It's so toxic to think that you have to live through life by yourself. There might be some limiting beliefs that you have to get over. There might be some things you have to work through, but I promise you, life will be so much easier if you have, and not just any support group. You don't want to just have just anybody around you. You want to have people that really resonate with you, really understand you, really love you for you, does not want you to change. And those types of people you need to be around, and just have them, and tend to these relationships. You know what I'm saying? Be friends with these people. Give to them just as much as they give to you. It's not one-sided. This whole self-reliance thing, you got to throw that out the window when it comes to leaning on people. Sometimes it's okay to lean on somebody else, and vice versa. It's okay for people to lean on you as long as it's mutual. You're giving, they're giving. You're taking, they're taking. It's a give and take. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one-sided. So keep that in mind. I just wanted to say that because I believe that's a big lesson I had to learn is, you don't have to just depend on yourself. There's others that are here to love you. You haven't even met all the people that will love you in this lifetime yet. So just keep that in mind. The right people are out there, and it's okay. It's more than okay. It's mandatory for you to have a support system and stop being so toxically self-reliant. Self-reliance is not a bad thing. All right. Hope you guys learned something. I hope I provided y'all some value on this episode. If you have any questions, comments, anything, put that down below in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe, share this with someone that you think it'll help. And I hope to see you guys next time. Stay good, y'all. Stay safe. Stay elevated.